You don't have to be a genius to understand that Cooley is a hypocrite. Because while he talks down on black single mothers real specifically, he's then dating a white single mother. So obviously this may be a great deal of projection. Because he may feel this way about her, but he can never voice that in his own house because he's not as masculine as he pretends to be. Kool-Aid then goes on to his podcast where he controls all the settings and then disrespects and bashes women at the exact same time. He then tells people that these kind of women, the one that he is dating and also impregnating, is useless and worthless. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. He then goes on to say that these women should be taking care of you, not the other way around. And look at his current situation. And there's nothing wrong with dating a single mother, but do not talk down on the same lifestyle you live. Because what he's doing is that he's weaponizing the ignorance and the anger of young, frustrated men. And he's directing it to women, especially black single women.
Buying our baby
All right, so this must be the blended family, huh? But yeah, you telling like a lot of women up in this podcast, you know, men, high value men don't date single moms. But yeah, he dated one right now and he's a single father. Okay. The epoxy right there. My goodness. You know, this is the big reason why I can't take any of these types of motherfucking podcasts seriously, because like once you actually try to peel the layers on like who the host is and what their mindset is, and like they're mainly really actually trying to come in strictly for the money but not really helping the viewers or like the target base, you already know it's going to be a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Fresh and Fit the Third. You know what I'm saying? Extremely copycat in the same podcast, yet he is the only host. Oh shit, we got some more. Whoo, juicy. Whoo, baby. This is some wild shit, y'all. This is some motherfucking wild shit to the core. And I believe this is sort of I don't know if they married or not. I know they still together. They got their blended family. And I believe they got 2 kids together. One literally on the way. The other actually probably around a year old or so, from what we're hearing. And mind you, they got like about 1.8 million followers, 22.9 million likes. And they're hitting bank with their TikTok currently right now. And mind you, I think he was working in the healthcare field doing like some medicine staffing. He's doing like some healthcare recruiter stuff. I don't know if he still works at the job because I know he's based in Allentown over there. You know what I'm saying? But yet homeboy here is out here working a podcast on the daily, utilizing the same old stuff that he does, talking about the same old nonsense every single day, but no thorough authenticity on his part. No creativity when it comes to his part, when it comes to certain new topics, what he's learned over the years. You know, he hasn't really fully interviewed these women properly and actually let them tell them themselves. He's out here literally trying to force feed a narrative the same way that mine is doing, mainly up in Miami. You know, these types of podcasts that Marvin Gaines and Fresh Fit are running, as well as, you know, David Cooley in them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Unfiltered, they mainly folded because they don't even have enough of the backing to actually mainly back what they show and have the same support, actually keep their stuff going and keep their shit going. Unless these dudes are authentic with any life story, unless these dudes are thoroughly passionate about helping men, giving them like free consultation calls to see what their strategy is, and actually understand that not every man's situation is actually extremely entirely the same. Unless they stay professional and actually play the position and play the role as a reporter, as well as an analyst, rather than actually trying to force feed a narrative saying that they are all pros and they got everything literally up in the tank. These types of shows that they're currently on will not last, and I repeat, will not last for a very long time. They're not going to last for 10 years. They will not last for 20 years. Yes, they may last for maybe 1, 2, 3 years, maybe 5 if they're lucky, maybe 6 or 7 if they're lucky. But 10 years, no. Because a lot of people are actually going to take hint of their stick. A lot of people are actually going to dig in who these people are and like what their mindset's about. And a lot of these people that actually just don't even follow what they preach, Their lives will literally get exposed, literally right in front of the whole world, to the point where all of their stuff that they repeat over and over and over and over for many years will literally become lame, will literally become dry, and also literally become outdated, which will lead to literally less support, less views, and also take note as well. You got to also deal with all these social media regulations as well. Fresh and Fit were recently demonetized years ago doing the same shit. Okay? They're having a hard time right now trying to keep their funds going just to keep their show alive. Now, although I don't know Dave personally, I don't really thoroughly know him up in person, from a bag of bricks. I have no idea. It could be possible that he could literally be going the same route. They could literally figure out who he is, what his wife is, and what their mindset is mainly about. His mindset is mainly about behind the scenes. It could be possible he could lose that revenue basically on that No Fugazee podcast. I don't really know how much that couple makes personally. I have no idea. But it could be a huge blow depending on their situation. This is why it's extremely important to vet your idols very thoroughly to see if they actually really are truly who they are and what they stand for. And also trying to experiment for yourself and not fully rely on a narrative or a mindset to actually try to live your life. You do what you feel is right for you at that particular moment and in the future. There's no one size fits all when it comes to relationships at all. The best way to actually handle stuff like this with all the modern dating and all the modern women stuff, if you don't actually want to really date single moms and they actually act rebellious and everything like that, you ain't got to argue with them. You got to actually try to speak all that record. All you got to do is just mind your business and literally walk away and continue actually going and live your life and actually do your own thing. Just don't date them. If it doesn't suit you, don't date them. If you're discreet, if you're actually handling business, if you're actually doing what you're supposed to do, actually getting yourself taken care of as a man, doing everything you can, actually trying to better yourself on all angles to the best of your ability, and also being practical with other people and actually be understanding on why some folks actually respond the way they do and actually try and go into the deeper root of the problem, is a very high chance that you can actually be attracted to more people that will be willing to chase you rather than you chasing a woman. If you've seen people that actually want to fleece you for dough just for transactions, and women actually want to try and actually just clap some cheeks for all that transactional stuff, you're not comfortable with that, you ain't got to deal with that. But the main point that I actually want to make is to thoroughly vet your idols and thoroughly vet your content creators very, very, very thoroughly. Because right now, what Dave is doing, he is literally misleading a lot of his viewers. And a lot of his followers are actually seeking guidance with women in dating and lifestyle and literally trying to mislead them and literally use them for money. He is not truly in it to help men at all. He is truly in it for clout and profit. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with actually making profit at what you're doing, as long as the goal mainly held is actually putting an impact on somebody's life thoroughly and making sure that their problems are solved, given their nature. And every problem is unique between man to man to man, which is what Mr. David Cooley here, Fresh and Fit, don't see. But hey, as I said earlier, let them crash and burn, and also there still be supporters after actually expose who they are. They'll still support them due to the fact that they don't want to do work themselves when they want to live vicariously through them. Basically shows a reflection of those viewers that are up in that podcast, those supporters that are there that want to still hold them down regardless, and the mindset of Mr. Cooley, just like with Myron Gaines. No more talking. And one more thing that I actually forgot to bring up. Even though those podcasts are going to deliver in due time, at the end of the day, their legacies is going to be based on those podcasts that they've done. Whenever they try to actually clean their image, due to the fact that they've been exposed on the internet and it's still literally out there for the world to see forever, it's going to be really, 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 really difficult for David Cooley, Myron Gaines, Basil Artist, Eric, the other dude, Fresh Prince CEO. It's going to be extremely difficult for them to actually have a clean slate whenever they actually choose to actually get a new job, actually seek business partners or business ventures, due to that legacy that they've built right there. Y'all gotta be careful. Respect is currency.